This is where we stayed. Got plenty of exercise walking up 2 flights of steps. We were on the 3rd floor. Wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. They have outside back in whenever somebody, a couple of guys died saving people, blah blah blah. Comes the kids out with a walkabout coffee cup.
Okay. Hi kids, how you doing? It's Mom and Dad.
I'm doing the whale's tail.
Hey Denise, your dad stayed up till 12 o'clock last night.
Oh boy. Over here's where we ate breakfast and lunch yesterday. Well, breakfast today, lunch yesterday. Doesn't seem to be too clear. Hope we can see whales. Boats we're going to go on. There are 2 there. Yankee Spirit, and I forget what the name of the other one is. Should be fun. This is Walt. He's already scared. He thinks he's seen quite a few witches already. He's doing his whale mode.
Whoa, you gotta go back up there and get you.
This is Walt honking his nose. Hokey jumping. Where's it all coming from? Jeez.
Good thing I'm not in the bedroom.
I don't know what they're doing to this building here. It's kind of pretty though. Looks like it's just the front of a building.
Walt wants to see what the sign says.
Oh. We'll probably be going in this when it opens.
Guess what, Mark? We're early for everything.
It's 8:39, nothing's open.
We'll take a look at the house.
Where to be? Why do you look wonderful? Look at going in there.
Huh?
We didn't get there yet. Too close.
Walk down it. Walk down there anyway, right? What's in here?
The boys are going to check it out. See what's happening in the world. Is it open? Got this gold thing on the roof called the Custom House. Like they're doing some restoring. I don't know if you can see the staircase in there, but boy is that nice. Very steep, very, very steep. Ooh, witchy woman. You didn't stand there very long.
Well.
I got it back as far as I could go. There's, no.
Do you ever get cramps in the back of your calves?
Not too often.
When I'm overtired, which means. That's our hotel, kids. Aren't you glad you didn't come with us?
Paid a lot of money for this room.
Did you hear Walt? He goes, look at Grandma. She's wiggling, trying to turn on us old guys.
Someone's wearing out quickly.
That's a little.
We're not going to go on this right now. We're going to go see the museum, and then we're going back to Gloucester for our afternoon whale watching, since we couldn't go this morning. Can't stand back far enough to get the whole thing. Hey! Cool.
Next time you tell them to do something, they'll do it.
Uh-huh. That'll teach them.
They have on board with us today. Federal law prohibits smoking in all the interior sections of this boat due to live wood carried aft. So again, we ask you to restrict your smoking to the lower deck aft.
I don't know whose house this is, but it's huge. We're on our way out to go whale watching. But if we find something, we just left. It's 1:41, as you can see. And we got about an hour's trip before we get to where we're supposed to stop and see the whales. Hope it works. Bye.
What do you say? Are we good here?
There he is.
So you see right where that whale was actually about 1 o'clock. That's just in this area right at the surface of the water. This is a blueprint. This is actually caused by the upward stroke of the whale's tail as they propel themselves along in the water column. It's 12 o'clock.
I can't get him.
I see the place, man.
Yeah, I've seen it.
See it?
I've seen the tail.
That.
Now off for 11 o'clock.
Have the out.
I don't want to be too busy taking pictures. And I don't want to be too busy taking pictures.
Going on a sounding dive, you won't see them raise their tail in the air. You'll see an arch in the back. You'll see right to the surface.
Ouch. Visibility is very bad today. We did see a couple whales. I don't know if I got it on camera or not. Right up front. We're going kind of fast. When they decide that they're going to stop, that's when they know that the sonar said that there's whales around. Saw a fin, but nobody really stopped to look at it. So hopefully maybe we'll see something. Kind of getting nervous. Hope the boat knows where he's going.
Edges of the bank and force nutrients up to the surface. In the presence of sunlight, this provides a perfect environment for the growth of microscopic plant life called phytoplankton. Phytoplankton is the basis of the ocean food chain in this area. It's what gives our water this green murky color. Production of phytoplankton in this area provides a perfect environment for the production of microscopic animal life and in turn the small schooly fish. So we're very fortunate to have this green murky water out here. Now the humpback whales winter in the waters off the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico and the Caribbean waters. You may notice a distinct color difference between the water here and the water in the Caribbean. The water down in the Caribbean is bright blue and crystal clear, and that's for a very good reason. They actually lack the abundance of plant and animal life that we have in our water up here. When the whales migrate there during the wintertime, they will completely fast for 4 or 5 months. They eat absolutely nothing. They can lose about 30% of their body weight, so it makes perfect sense that when they arrive in this area, they'll spend about 70% of their day engaged in pretty active feeding. Subsequently, in this area, we do have a depth sounder on our boat. We're able to detect densities in the water column right below our boat. We are detecting a pretty large patch of bait right below us, so it's very likely that fringe might be engaged in some feeding. Now, her calf is actually still completely dependent on its mother right now. It's nursing, and it's not really trying to eat any fish on its own. We usually see them start trying to feed a little bit on their own at the end of September, beginning of October. Now this calf is about 5 or 6 months old at this time. They're born down in the Caribbean, the warmer waters of the Caribbean. They're born at about 10 feet long. They weigh just about 1,500 pounds. But they will gain an inch in length every single day, gain about 100 pounds every day for the first 6 months of their lives. So by the time they arrive in this area, they're about 20 feet long. They weigh upward of about 2 or 3 tons. Nice look at a greater shearwater over at 9 o'clock, that larger bird with a white ring around its neck. Our whale surfacing off at 1 o'clock.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he just went up.
Where? He was right there.
Busy looking at the bird.
Yeah, damn bird. I don't want to see a bird.
Cares about the bird.
I didn't spend $50 to come out and see a bird.
You missed it, huh?
Yeah, there he blows. There's his blowhole.
There he is.
Oh, look. There he is again.
Now we have a camera on now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last time I took them, they really came out.
I can't tell It's real hard with the...
Whales right over to the left.
Wow.
I want to get his fluke. I want to get him on his fluke.
I can't tell.
Come on, get your fluke up.
Yeah, I know.
I can tell I'm recording. There. Oh, there. Yeah. Oh, there's...
Okay, again, you can see that those whales were often about 4 o'clock in circular slick areas at the surface of the water. Again, those are what we call footprints. It's the closest thing that you'll see to a whale footprint out here on the ocean. And whalers used to think that this is oil coming off of their bodies. That's not the case at all. It's actually, they don't have any more natural oil in their bodies than you or I have. You see in scan a pressure wave, and it's created by the upward stroke of their tail.
Last time they went right under the boat.
Now, it looks like these whales, with mother
So
cats
cool, you
here,
came right up to the boat
they
and then
don't
they went
always
under the
raise
boat.
their tails clear. They're
Yep.
not going to go down too far.
I was so mesmerized, I forgot to take a picture.
It's going to go about 15, 20 feet below the surface.
Everybody was on this side, and so everybody runs to the other side. The boat goes, "Look."
Now, normal dive times for humpback whales are right around 4 to 6 minutes, but these whales haven't been seeming to stay down on very deep dives at all, probably just around 2 or 3 minutes, so we shouldn't have too long to wait for them to surface again. And each whale, or a group of whales, will usually establish a certain dive pattern. You'll see them go down for a certain length of time, come up for a certain number of breaths, and they usually maintain that pattern.
yeah. We're all looking down here. And
They're back there.
probably on the other side. Oh, right there.
Kyle.
Come over here, Carla. Here, step over the thing. Look. Get right in there. There he is.
We're on the dark surface over it.
Should have left the video.
And the mother's still below the surface.
Only what time is it?
Look how big that is.
Only what time is it?
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I mean 3:30. I wish we could see their.
And the mother again is down and not raising its tail.
That must be the
Below the surface of the water. Again, they won't always bring their tails out.
Everyone's in this
They're like the first in fact, a lot of times when they're not going down too far in the water column, they won't usually raise their tails out. And the bait that we're seeing below the surface, or below the surface
Now we saw
here,
3.
isn't very far down. It's about 15, 20 feet, so it's very likely that the mother might be feeding on just a
There she
little bit
is.
lower in the water column, and the calf is still right at the surface up there. It's kind of soft.
Tell him, Kyle.
And some of you may have noticed when these whales were close to us, you could see a green glowing patch right next to them, and
Oh.
On an adult humpback whale, these flippers can reach about 15 feet in length and weigh about a ton apiece. They're 2,000 pounds each. Humpback whales are given a Latin name, the Gloucester, which translates to big wings New Englander. Big wings because of these long white pectoral flippers. And New Englander.
It's right there.
Look at that. They were so close. Maybe they think they're...
I could see them in the screen this time.
As a species right in this area. The humpback whale population here in the Gulf of Maine is the best studied population of whales in the whole world. Now these long white pectoral flippers on an adult humpback whale enable them to do something that no other whale is able to do. They can actually swim backward in the water. It's cast right off its tentacles.
Oh, there he is, right there. He's going to come up.
Right in the water.
There's the tail.
Look at how close they are.
I
Yeah, I think she might be.
I can't see.
No, look down a little bit. Don't come up there either.
No, never mind.
I just see that.
Yeah, they were. Right next to us. Oh, it's right there. Look at him. Oh, look at him.
Oh, oh, tail, tail. Oh, beautiful.
I got it.
In the second bag, Kyle, in the bag.
Yeah, still right after 10 o'clock. Doing what we call a tail rise, just slightly arching its back, bringing its tail a little bit out of the water, and then sinking below the surface again. A lot of times this is the behavior that we see when they're communicating with one another. We call that milling, if they start doing that kind of activity in a group. Oftentimes, when the mothers are engaged in other behaviors, they're feeding or they're socializing, and calves will just kind of stick around and do nothing. Sometimes they get a little bit curious about the boat activity. And they'll get up close to us like this calf did and kind of treat us like we're another whale. They'll scale rise and come to close to
They
us.
can do that. I want to see them.
You can follow the path of the scale by looking off by 9 o'clock and that's where the 10 o'clock is.
How big that is.
No, it's way bigger than
Broad across the back.
Oh, tail. Little tail. Oh! Oh! Hi! How are you? Oh!
We're not old.
This is the calf again.
Yeah. Oh, look how beautiful.
So cute.
Well, we can see a baby whale.
That is a baby whale. But he's just so big. But that's a baby whale.
I wish we could see him jump.
No, they don't usually do that. Huh? Sometimes they do.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I'll make you a copy. It's my last picture. It's all right. Well, don't worry. I took some.
With a battery sucking right up.
Yeah.
That may have been the one that wasn't charged through.
Yeah.
Yeah. You only get a little small battery there too.
This whale when we first got out of here. I thought it was Prince when we first got up, but Prince has a hook dorsal fin. This is a whale that looks just about exactly like Prince, except for the fact that her dorsal fin squared off. This is a whale by the name of apostrophe. An apostrophe has a marking on the lower leg. She was first sighted as a calf back in 1985. She's one of our known calves. Her mother was a whale by the name of Nurse, and she's made Nurse a grandmother 2 times now. This is her second calf. So nice sighting of apostrophe here. And the humpback whale population is still quite endangered. It's hard to believe when you come out here and see just happen to chance upon whales, even in the fog. In the whole North Atlantic, there's approximately 10 to 12,000 humpback whales left. In the Gulf of Maine, just about 2 or 3,000.
Yeah.
Now, this is only about 10% of what's believed to be the original population of whales in this area, so we do still have quite a ways to go before they regain their past population. These whales are doing very well, though. They're actually reproducing at their maximum growth rate, the maximum number of females are calving each year, so our population is doing quite well. This year so far we have about 25 different mothers calf pairs that we've seen in this area, and we're just about halfway done with our season, so hopefully we'll see just about that many more.
See them all today.
Huh?
Let's see them all today. 25 of them.
We'll take that.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Where'd they go?
I'm anxious to see how these pictures came out. Seems like you really can't see anything.
Yeah, you can't see what you're looking at. I could see a picture at one point. Hopefully it's taken.
You know, I've got plenty of candy.
You guys are very fortunate today to see a mother calf pair. I've been on 55 trips this year, trips with my own, and then also probably about 20 other trips, and this is only the fifth time that I've seen a mother calf pair. So we haven't been seeing a whole lot of them this summer. We've seen them just kind of move in and out of this area, so you're very lucky you're going to see a mother calf this year. Now, some people are alarmed when they come out here and just see a small group of whales traveling together, a pair of whales traveling together, or just a single whale out here by themselves. Now, these are not the type of whales that form those cohesive family units. They don't form pods. It's the toothed whales that form pods, the sperm whales, pilot whales, killer whales, and all the dolphin and porpoise. These whales actually form what we call associations, and we call them associations because they don't last very long. They might last a couple hours, a couple days. Oh, right off at 1 o'clock.
Good on.
Right there. He just blow. Yeah, there you go.
Between a mother and calf, and this is the first year to have legs, so it wouldn't be uncommon at all to see a calf return one next year and be out there by itself. Now the gestation period for these whales is about 11 and a half months, so a female will arrive in this area for one summer and return the next summer with her calf. Another way, believe it or not, is that we're able to smell the whales. Thousands of pounds of digesting fish smells like. And when they exhale, you can smell that fish smell in the air. So sometimes we'll slow down in the area and kind of listen and look and smell for these whales, and you can actually predict where they are just based on the wind direction. And you can find them that way too.
Like a dog.
I'm smelling for the whales.
They could come right here. I think I would like that.
A train? I don't think it's a train, Carol. It's a train. These biscuits aren't.
The whale surf came back behind us at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Watch for a tail from a possum.
Yeah. Yay!
It's so far away though.
You alright?
So far.
Now, believe it or not, an adult humpback whale, their fluke can be about 15 feet in width, 15 feet from point to point. So it's kind of hard to, it's easy to lose perspective when you're on a boat this size and you're seeing them when they're a few feet away. It's very difficult sometimes to realize how large they are. Just keep in mind when the whale surfaces to take a breath, you're just seeing about a third of their body length at the surface.
Do you see it when it stuff gets bigger? Yeah, we just pulled up and took a picture. We got into the box. I wish they would. It just stuck it up.
Go the other direction.
Yeah, we're busy.
And that horn that you're hearing is from one of the other whale watching boats. They're well aware of where we are. So
Okay.
kind of a thing to kind of communicate through the fog here. Nothing that you need to be worried about.
Okay. Thank you.
Ask him if they could stop the rocking.
As I mentioned, these whales,
It's
the
hard
calves
on
are
the
completely
cameras.
nursing right now. They're completely dependent on their mothers. And they actually nurse in a kind of unique way. They're baleen males. They don't have teeth in their mouth and they don't have lips. They aren't able to latch on. So they feed in a kind of unique manner. They'll actually go right below their mother and they'll kind of push up on the mammary slit, which is located on the stocky portion of the tail. And that induces the mother to squirt milk right out into the water. And their milk is the consistency of cottage cheese. And so the calf will go back under and scoop it up and strain it, just like the mother would strain fish. Another interesting bird species right off at 5 o'clock, you can see that small blackish brownish bird with the white backpack.
No
The
more.
walking storm petrel. That's another flagged bird species. You'll never see that bird on the coast
Fool
of
me
North
once,
America.
shame on me.
It nests just once a year, and that's up in Antarctica. So this bird makes quite a migration to feed in these grounds. And they're called petrels after St. Peter for the way that it looks like they walk on water. They dip their little feet right into the surface of the water, pick out tiny copepods with a microscopic animal life, and they'll eat them right off their feet.
There they
Oh.
go.
I just turned my camera on.
You can't even zoom in because you can't see what you're shooting at. Here we go.
Now you can also see when these whales are surfacing. Watch for it the next time they surface. You can see a series of bumps on the pointier part of their head, their rostrum. These bumps we refer to as tubercles, and they're enlarged hair follicles. These whales actually do have hairs on their bodies. They are mammals. Out of each tubercle grows a 2-inch hair, and it's believed that they actually are able to use these hairs much in a way that a cat would use its whiskers. It actually helps them detect densities in the water column, helps them find fish in the water column, also cues them in as to the right time to open their mouth to get the biggest mouthful of fish. And the calves go right at the surface. Now you'll notice I'm not referring to Apostrophe's calf with any name, and that's because this calf does not have a name yet. It won't be named until the conference in April or March of this year, or of next year, excuse me. And in March and April, we will, all the researchers in the Gulf of Maine, which stretches from the Bay of Fundy up in Nova Scotia all the way down to Long Island, New York, we'll get together and have a conference and name all the new individuals in this area, including the calf, and also some individuals that we've never seen as calves that come into this area as 2 or 3-year-olds.
Should be coming up again.
As you can probably imagine, after naming 2,000 or 3,000 different humpback whales in this area, sometimes it's a bit difficult to come up with names for some of these whales, and we kind of brainstorm. It takes us a while. Probably the most unusual name that I've heard of for any whale in this area is a whale by the name of Roadkill. The upper left that looks like a dashed line with a big splotch on one side.
chase the whales away. I see
There
him.
it is right there.
Yeah.
I like this, man.
Oh, yes, I'm sure he does. Oh, he's talking.
Oh, baby.
Hey, this is
Oh, there's more.
Get out of here.
Oh, another one out there, huh?
What's that, one of the sister ships?
This whale surfing out at 11 o'clock. This is the calf right up at 11.
Hey, that's our whale.
Yeah. We saw it first.
We're leaving?
There they are.
The calf right up at 2 o'clock now.
We're both headed in the same direction.
Another one over there heading out.
Yeah. I think somebody ought to slow down.
Maybe first come, first serve.
Oh, maybe.
He looks like he's going to come right back up again.
Yeah.
Look at all the birds.
Look.
Bubbles coming to the surface. This whale.
Where?
Right there.
They're pretty aggressive feeding right after they climb up.
Ah.
What they will sometimes do, and contact whales in particular are experts at this, they'll slam their tail to the surface a couple times, go underneath where they just mark the fish, and they'll blow a series of bubbles. The bubbles actually help to concentrate their prey. When fish are scared, as they are when they confront bubbles, they spool tighter together, so the whale's able to concentrate their prey, and it'll come amongst the school of fish with its mouth wide open. And this whale's right off toward about 10 o'clock now. There's also a tiny little humpback whale in this area. This might be a mother-calf pair. They're a little separated right now. And that's what we call a trumpet blow. And I was talking about that a bit earlier. That happens when they constrict their blowholes and they force the air out very quickly. It results in that high-pitched sound that we call a trumpet blow. Here's that other little whale right after 10 o'clock.
There's a whale there.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh! Oh! Yes.
Wasn't ready.
I got it, hon.
Now, just in a couple of minutes, we're going to have to start thinking about heading back. It's about 22 miles away, so we're going to be a little bit late getting in, probably closer to 6 o'clock than 5:30.
That's all right. We'll handle that.
Keep it going.
We understand. We wanted to take a last look at these whales when we heard there was maybe some feeding activity going on this year.
Yeah. Oh.
Whale up again.
Here it comes. Oh, here it comes. Oh.
Here are the fish. It startles the fish.
Doesn't recharge fast enough
They know
for that,
exactly
you know.
what flashing whales and bubbles mean. It means a free meal for them. So oftentimes the fish or the birds will just swarm right to the area where the whales are feeding. Now for anyone interested on the ride home, you can see those bubbles coming up again.
Yeah.
A whole ring of them, actually. A mouth
Oh.
open.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Right beside the whale's mouth.
Oh. Look. Oh. Wow.
Count yourself among the lucky few that have seen right inside the whale's mouth.
Wow. Oh, he's coming here. Wow.
Unbelievable.
I'm not sure who the mother is, but nice
Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Got it. I got it.
He's underneath us, or is he going? Yes, I did.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Now, if you had come out whale watching 15 years ago, this type of behavior was not so prevalent. It is actually a learned behavior, something that the humpback whales have been using more and more often over the past few years. And it's actually a feeding technique that is used by just about all of them now. So there's different variations of this bubble cloud feeding. The bubble clouds might be a ring like the whale is using. The calf right here.
Going under the boat. Wow.
This calf's going right under the boat. You might take a look on the other side for the whales here, but yep, right up at 1 o'clock.
Wow.
Oh, there's the baby too. Oh. This is wonderful. I love it.
And you wanted to go home.
Look at
Wow.
How many you got?
We're giving you sound bites for your video. That's
Just in case. That's great. I don't know.
You might have. I know sometimes people have specific questions they'd like answered. Watch for a tail here. There he is.
Coming up. Take it out again.
Need those telephotos.
Yeah. That's all right. You got it. Is it recording?
Yeah.
We'll also be offering souvenirs from the Research Center. We have quite a few different souvenirs to choose from. It's a nice way for you to get a memento of your trip and also to help whale research at the same time. Among the souvenirs that we'll have available, we have magnets, patches, hats, t-shirts, and sweatshirts. We also have a guide that's published by the Massachusetts Audubon Society. It's a laminated guide highlighting the birds and the whales found in the coast off of New England here. A lot of the birds and whales that we saw on today's trip. There's that minke whale a little bit further out, that whale that you see, just mostly the dorsal fin, that very hooked dorsal fin.
Yes. So wonderful.
Yeah, there is a humpback whale in a group way toward about
Yeah.
as well. Now we also have an opportunity to become a whale sponsor or to adopt a whale. You can adopt a whale right on the boat, and the 4 different whales that we have available for adoption are shark.
Just at the last second. Hi, hi.
If I would have kept it.
He's still going to give us a little laugh. That must have been the opener with the parents.
Yeah.
Don't take any of the food.
Okay.
We got questions.
Oh, there's another one out there.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, the bubble.
Okay, we'll look right off at 2 o'clock where those bubbles come in. Mouth
Wow, that's open.
Oh.
Oh, wow. That's the mouth.
Did I take
Look at it. Incredible. Ah. That's the whole. Wow. No, Ma, look at the mouth on that one. I know, I saw it. Look at him. He's still there.
Get it, Maddy? You can actually see the whale pushing out that salt water. You can see the salt water streaming out the side.
I wanted to know that. I remember last year, Maddy.
You'll see the bubbles in the blue.
Here comes the tail. No? Disappointed.
Now we also have an opportunity for you to become a member of the Research Center, and there are several different levels of membership, including individual, student, family, corporate, and business memberships. All members are entitled to different goodies, but you all would be able to join us for our members-only research trip that we'll be offering in October. So if you'd like to come out on an extended trip, a 12-hour trip, where we actually survey the Gulf or the Stellwagen Bank area,
He's just
you can
laying
become a
out
member of the Research Center and come out with us on our members-only research trip in October. Now, the Center for Oceanic Research and Education, in combination with the Yankee Fleet,
Here comes.
to their lab
Yay.
offer some.
Why is this?
Oh, here it comes. Oh.
Ma, you're not.
There's a. Oh. Wow.
This one's just kind of lame. Maybe he's milking.
More bubbles coming up right off at 3 o'clock.
Ma, that way.
And
No,
when the
the other
birds
way.
start getting excited, you know it's time to start looking over there.
See the
So
birds, Ma?
watch over at 3 o'clock.
No, there it goes. He's going to come up now.
Mouth open.
Mouth open.
And the baby over here at the calf over at 2 o'clock is just engaged in their resting behavior. It's just resting while Mom is busy feeding. This resting behavior we actually term logging because it looks, if you didn't know what you were looking at, you'd think it was a log just floating on the surface of the water. They're actually able to rest in a way that's kind of unusual. They have 2 hemispheres of their brain just like we do.
That's the baby.
But they lack the connective tissue between the 2 hemispheres of the brain, so they're actually able to sleep with just half of their brain at a time. And this is especially advantageous because they are voluntary breathers. They have to remember to come up and take each and every breath. So they sleep with half of their brain, and the other half remains awake and alert to remind them to come up and breathe. Now, as I was mentioning, when that got so rudely interrupted by the overmouth feeding whale,
Ma.
we also offer a wide variety of some extended offshore research trips. We have some full-day trips, an overnight trip, and we also have a 3-day trip where we target areas off the continental shelf, about 150 miles offshore.
Wow.
Yeah, those birds are staying there, so that's where we have to go.
Yes. I don't know why we were yapping up there. Get over there. I don't know why they were yapping up there. Get over there where the business is. Where we're interested.
Okay, you can see more bubbles coming up again. That's that green patch that you're seeing out there. Watch the birds over at 2 o'clock. Hopefully this whale surface right amongst those birds.
Wow.
Another piece that you're seeing is actually the upper palate of the whale's mouth. And right now this whale is engaged in behavior that we call dragging. It's actually, at this time, forcing all the salt water out of its mouth.
Wow. Here comes the tail. No?
Another bird species right off at 11 o'clock. That larger bird is an immature northern gannet. So we've seen just about all the seabirds that you'll see out in this area. Gannets are the largest bird we see around off the coast of New England. They can actually reach a wingspan right around 4 to 6 feet.
He's
There it is.
there.
Rolling on its side there a little bit.
No, don't pay attention to them.
come up. We're going to be late.
Yeah, here they come. Isn't that funny that they know, huh?
I don't think so.
We have another sheer one of these right out at 10 o'clock. It's smaller. The one flashing is right out towards 10 is a mixed sheer one. And the other one right there is 9 o'clock as well. It's actually a very unusual sighting for us. We don't see a whole lot of mixed sheer water.
Oh, down there. Look.
There it is.
Oh,
Wow.
and look, the guy's way behind us. Way back there. Yep.
She's even taking pictures up there.
There they are, hon. Oops, they just went down.
Wow. Look over there.
I can't see. They're blowing, yeah.
Oh, man.
Ah.
He's like a Phil. Look at Coco in. Look at her Coco in.
Aww. Here it comes.
We want to do tricks.
Come on, go back where the seagulls are now, maybe.
I think seagulls.
Oh, I can see a blowhole right there, way in the background.
Yeah, I can see it.
It is up there. You can see them too. Wow. Yeah. Wow, the place is loaded.
There's two.
Here it comes. It's gonna come up right there.
Boy, body.
There, here he comes. Oh.
That would just be flashy. There goes the spin up here.
So this is the mother and cat that we were with earlier, and the cat was stored about 11
I can
o'clock.
see him. Yeah, but it's better. They're probably tagged.
No, you can tell by their tails, but I can't see their tails.
Right, all these guys know those things every day. This is every day you can.
Oh, there's another one right off of that one. There's one here, one behind him.
There it is.
Oh, right here.
Hi. Come back up.
You want to see the light?
Yeah.
I should have wanted to come right to us, and it did.
And there's the mother off toward 10.
Is this the baby here that went down?
Yeah, the baby's the one right next to it.
Yeah, that's a baby, Kyle.
In the background. We don't want to go back to the dog. This one must be nice. Way of taking a living. I'll have to find it.
There's its tail.
There's the baby, Kyle.
There's the baby back at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you think the baby's right up.
You guys had quite a nice trip today. Not everybody gets to